is we were like, we're gonna show the movie, and the studio was like, no, you're gonna show 20 minutes. So we're like, no, we're gonna show the movie. And they're like, it's not done. And I was like, it's not perfect and it's not done. And what if we're gonna change things?
We want it to go
I literally
well.
brought the movie with me on the airplane. Like I have like a folder with like a disc, like a hard drive.
Hollywood's golden couple, Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds, is in serious trouble. Two of the most powerful names in the industry are now facing one of the biggest legal battles of their careers. And just today, the judge handed down a decision that did not go in their favor. This case, it's messy, explosive, and could cost them everything. So, what went wrong? And how did Blake go from a Hollywood star to a center of a $400 million lawsuit? For years, Blake Lively built an empire on her charm, talent, and perfect reputation. She was seen as unproblematic, effortlessly stylish, and a marketing genius. From her luxury lifestyle brand to her liquor company, everything she touched turned to gold. But now, that golden image is falling apart fast. But here's the shocking twist. Justin Baldoni isn't backing down. He isn't just denying Blake's claims, he's fighting back with a lawsuit of his own. And this one, it's even bigger. Baldoni is counter-suing Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds for $400 million. He alleges that the Hollywood power couple tried to take control of the film's highly anticipated sequel, It Starts With Us. His legal team claims that Blake and Ryan were maneuvering behind the scenes to secure full creative and financial control over the project, potentially cutting Baldoni out altogether. Now, with hundreds of millions of dollars at stake, this is no longer just a Hollywood scandal, it's a full-blown war. This case is spiraling out of control and Blake Lively is running out of options. The stakes? Higher than ever. Justin Baldoni's legal team is now claiming he's lost hundreds of millions of dollars. And this isn't just about legal fees. They're talking about massive career losses, canceled film project, lost sponsorship deals, and even complete industry blacklisting. And they're putting the blame directly on Blake Lively. But how did we get here? How did Baldoni, who was on his way to becoming a major Hollywood producer and director, suddenly lose everything? Let's rewind. Baldoni wasn't just an actor, he was becoming a respected filmmaker, known for his work on 5 Feet Apart and Clouds. His production company, Wayfarer Studios, was gaining traction, securing multi-million-dollar deals for future films and TV projects. But then, everything changed. A bombshell expose dropped, filled with damaging allegations against Baldoni. Within hours, Hollywood turned its back on him. His agency dropped him. Major film studios cut ties, his upcoming projects canceled. His podcast and other business ventures pulled. Basically, his entire career gone. And while Baldoni was dealing with the fallout of the scandal, guess who walked away completely untouched? Blake Lively. But here's the biggest twist. Lively may have exposed herself without realizing it. Multiple interviews have surfaced where she admits she took over creative control of It Ends With Us, even though she was never officially hired as a writer, director, or producer. Let that sink in. Lively was only supposed to be an actress with a vanity executive producer credit, meaning she had no real authority over production. But what do we now know? She overruled the director's decisions. She changed wardrobe designs. She even dictated the marketing strategy. And when those choices backfired and the movie faced major backlash from fans, someone had to take the fall. That's when Baldoni became the scapegoat. And the worst part, it worked. Hollywood turned against Baldoni and Lively walked away without a scratch. But here's the thing, the truth always comes out. Now, Baldoni's legal team is fighting back with a $400 million counterclaim. They're demanding compensation for lost income from canceled projects, defamation and reputational damage, emotional distress from public backlash, breach of contract violations, and legal experts say Lively is in trouble. If a judge finds even one piece of evidence that proves Lively or her team intentionally spread false information, this lawsuit won't just cost her millions, it's gonna end her Hollywood career. The truth is finally coming out, and it's not looking good for Blake Lively. For months, this legal battle has been unfolding behind closed doors, with both sides throwing accusations, filing lawsuits, and battling over who's really to blame. But now, Justin Baldoni is making sure the world sees everything. He just launched a full-scale digital counterattack, and it's not just a couple of leaked emails. This is an entire 168-page expose, a website filled with alleged proof that could completely unravel Blake Lively's case. And what's inside? Damning evidence? Let's take a look. This isn't just a legal filing. This is a detailed, meticulously crafted breakdown of everything Baldoni's team claims proves that Blake Lively manipulated the situation and use false allegations to take control of his film. Here's what's included: timelines of events, a detailed breakdown of everything that happened from pre-production to post-release, showing how Lively's actions contradict her legal claims, leaked text messages, private conversations that allegedly show Lively strategizing to shift blame onto Baldoni and spin the narrative in her favor, confidential emails, communications between Lively, the studio, and industry insiders that directly contradict her claims of having no control over the film, behind-the-scenes videos that allegedly show Lively asserting authority on set, making major creative decisions, and overriding the actual production team. Yes, 168 pages. That's not a simple legal document. That's a case being laid out for the entire world to see, and this completely flips the narrative. For months, Blake Lively claimed she was unfairly blamed for the backlash over It Ends With Us. She insisted she had little to no power in the production process, but now these leaks suggest that she was actively making major creative decisions. And this raises a big question. Did she manipulate her way into controlling the film? This contradicts everything Lively has claimed. What's worse, she may have accidentally exposed herself. In past interviews, Lively slipped up multiple times, openly admitting that she had full control over editing, writing, wardrobe, and marketing, essentially seizing creative control of Baldoni's film. Now, have you ever wondered if such complete transparency in a legal battle could change the outcome entirely? Imagine having every crucial piece of evidence laid out for you, reshaping your perspective on the case. This whole move is not just about sharing documents, it's about redefining how we engage with and understand high-stakes legal disputes. If she truly had nothing to hide, why wouldn't she want to clear her name? Why not take control of the situation and prove her innocence? Instead, she's doing everything possible to delay, block, and deflect. Blake Lively has spent years building an empire. She's not just an actress, she's a fashion icon, businesswoman, and one of the most respected figures in Hollywood. But here's the thing about Hollywood. Reputations are fragile. Once you lose credibility, it's almost impossible to regain it. If this lawsuit continues to spiral, and if more contradictions keep coming out, it could seriously impact her career. Major studios may think twice about casting her in big-budget films. Brands and endorsements may reconsider partnerships. Directors may hesitate to work with someone involved in legal controversies. Hollywood is a business first, and if an actor becomes too risky, too controversial, or too unpredictable, they often get pushed aside. But for someone who's always been known as a fearless Hollywood powerhouse, why back down now? Critics say it's a red flag. Avoiding a deposition only fuels suspicions that she has something to hide. And if the evidence keeps stacking up against her, this case might not just cost her millions, it could destroy her career for good. But wait, there's more. The legal war between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni just took a shocking turn. Lively's team tried to silence Baldoni's high-powered attorney, Brian Friedman, but the judge was not having it. The judge's response? A firm no. Lively doesn't get special treatment. If she wants to fight this case, she has to step up and answer the hard questions, no exceptions. This is now the second major blow to Lively's legal strategy in just a matter of days. First, her request for a gag order was denied, and now, Friedman has been granted full authority to depose her. And here's the twist list. Lively might be playing offense with her lawsuit, but in Baldoni's counterclaim, she's a co-defendant. Is this the downfall of Hollywood's golden couple? Blake Lively's story is falling apart piece by piece. At first, she positioned herself as the victim, claiming she had no control over the disastrous rollout of It Ends With Us. But now, hard evidence is proving otherwise. While most of the legal drama has been centered around Blake, Ryan Reynolds isn't immune to the fallout. In Hollywood, guilt by association is real. If a scandal gets too big, too messy, or too public, it doesn't just affect the person at the center of it. It spreads. Even though Ryan hasn't made direct statements about the lawsuit, he is still Blake's biggest supporter, which means his name is inevitably attached to the controversy. And Hollywood doesn't like uncertainty. Big budget films require actors with clean, drama-free reputations. If Ryan starts getting pulled deeper into this scandal, some of his upcoming projects could be in jeopardy. Could this affect his brand deals, his business ventures, and even his future in Hollywood? If public trust fades, it won't just be one of them who suffers, it will be both. But this scandal is testing them in a way they've never experienced before. The public perception of Blake is shifting. What once was seen as confidence and control is now being questioned as manipulation and deception. Ryan is being pulled into the backlash. While he may not be directly involved in the case, being tied to a scandal this big could impact his reputation too. Their future as Hollywood's golden couple is uncertain. For now, Ryan Reynolds has remained completely silent. But in Hollywood, silence isn't always enough. The longer this case drags on, the more unanswered questions start to pile up. How much does Ryan actually know? This isn't just a random lawsuit. This is his wife's career on the line. Is he fully aware of what's happening behind the scenes, or is he being kept at a distance? Has he been involved in any of the key decisions? Blake and Ryan are not just partners in life, they're business moguls, brand owners, and Hollywood insiders. With so much at stake, is it possible that Ryan had some influence over the decisions that led to this legal battle? What do you think? Is Blake Lively finally being exposed, or is there more to the story? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell because this legal battle is far from over.